And still with ASU, Nigerians have expressed divergent views about the application of pro rata to the payment of October's salaries to members of Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU. Aside their salary paid to the nation's university lecturers for the month of October, the backlog for the 8th month of the industrial action are still there unresolved. Galaxy's news correspondent Lebby Joseph has more in this report. Sampling opinions of Nigerians on the turn of events between the federal government of Nigeria and ASU, many see the act of the federal government as uncalled for, while some believe the application of pro rata is legal and just.
I am one of those who believe that the federal government is acting like a baby. It's not acting like a father. You know, it's trying to play the victim card, which is not proper. If there is an arrangement for them to call off the strike, why provoke for another strike?
Yeah, there's need for calm on both sides. Fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with the pro rata payments. You don't get paid for not working, so you can only be paid as on the time you worked. You can argue that the government should have been a little more magnanimous in the interest of the country, in the interest of the peace, to pay the whole amount. That's wonderful if they do, but if they don't, there's nothing wrong with it.
One thing Nigerians don't want right now is another strike of university workers, because the last one that wasted precious 8 months is still fresh, and a repeat of it so soon can only spell doom to the nation's tertiary education system.
ASU should stay on the job. ASU should continue and give the federal government time to meet its new obligations. There was an agreement before ASU went back to work. And the federal government has not reneged on this agreement. There was nowhere it was specified that the federal government would pay for the whole month.
Well, as we stand today, as Nigeria stands today, the educational system has been bastardized. It has been taken to the dogs. So I just feel sad that we seem to have people in government that do not want the educational sector to strive. And that is what's playing out. So if anything should happen that results into another strike, I can assure you that that will be the death of the educational system in Nigeria.
Meanwhile, a legal practitioner has commended ASU for yielding to the call to suspend the 8-month strike, but charged the union to exercise patience and approach all necessary avenue to resolve the imbroglio and not to resort to embarking on another strike, which may not augur well with Nigerians.
It is provided in the labor law that if you don't work, you don't get paid for the period that you don't work. And of course, it is even provided in the Bible that he who does not work should not eat. So, but the issue of ASU is different. Different in the sense that the period that they have not worked or they did not work, they are going to cover that period up by ensuring that whatever examination was supposed to be taken by the students during this period is given to them, and then they will now mark the examination as if they had taken that exam that period.